Baker Mayfield starts in Cleveland, Carolina, backup in LA. Now he's succeeding in a much better environment. Sam Darnold last year, Vikings. His career was over, and he revived it with the Vikings when 14-3 made a playoff game. How about Daniel Jones this year? 2-0 with the Colts. Amazing what happens when you leave a terrible organization that has done nothing for your success. I'm not saying Daniel Jones is my MVP this year, but it's just interesting to see these quarterbacks that have failed with bad organizations find success elsewhere where their franchises help them out.
I was thinking about it yesterday when Mac Jones, McCorkle Jones,
exactly,
has a pretty good performance in San Francisco, albeit against the Saints, but he looked pretty good. And it made me think, because like you said, Jones, Baker, Darnold, what do they all have in common? They were kind of rejects from the first team that drafted them when they went pretty high. They all went in the top 10. Then they get cast away to sit behind for a year, or in Baker's sense, like a few games, behind these smart offensive guys. And then they get signed to this team all on one-year deals. All on one-year deals, kind of like, all right, you're just going to be here to see what you got. All of them succeeded. They go from poor organizations that gave up on them to backups behind these like offensive geniuses at head coach, then signed one-year deals in better situations with offensive head coaches or good offensive coordinators, and they shine. And it makes me think like, okay, Daniel Jones was at Kevin O'Connell. Sam Darnold was at Shanahan before O'Connell, and Baker Mayfield was at McVay. Mac Jones is now at Shanahan. Could he be another castaway taken pretty high in the draft that goes to a good offensive coach who shows him the ropes a little bit, whispers in his ear, and then the following year he goes to a better situation and it looks better? I don't know. Maybe that's in the store for Bryce Young. Maybe that's in store for my guy Caleb Williams, but he's already got his good offensive coach, and I'm hoping that
I'm saying. Exactly. You know what's crazy too is like, I'm just thinking right now as the episode's going on, Baker made a playoff game and won the Browns a playoff game against the Steelers, a division rival, and they gave up on him. Mac Jones took the Patriots to the playoffs when there were very low expectations for that team after Tom Brady. So it's not like that a few of these quarterbacks just couldn't play. Now, Daniel Jones, that was far out of left field. That was far out of left. He took him to the playoffs. Yeah. That's true. That's absolutely very true. I would watch Daniel Jones in New York and say, this guy sucks ass. Yeah. I was like, this guy stinks. I was like, it's just not going to happen. Yeah. But he looks really good in Indianapolis. It's just interesting to me that, like you said, Mac Jones takes his team to the playoffs. Baker takes his team to the playoffs. Daniel Jones takes his team to the playoffs. Those franchises give up on them. Talent that has taken you farther than a lot of quarterbacks you got in store right now, and now they go to better offensive minds, like you said, and they succeed. It's now, there are some quarterbacks. Exactly. There are some quarterbacks.
They go sit behind for a year, smart offensive system, then they go to a better, more improving playoff team, and they ball out. And like you said, who's in that store next? Like, is that Bryce Young? Who knows?
I mean, Baker went and sat behind Stafford, I think it was at the time, and learned behind him. Daniel Jones last year goes to Minnesota, learns behind Kevin O'Connell and Sam Darnold having a great year. Mac Jones went to Jacksonville, so I don't know where that's coming out from. But again, it's just crazy what coaching does for you. Situation matters so much in the NFL. It's so underrated, and some of it is luck where you land. Yeah. I don't think Mahomes has such a glamorous career without Andy Reid. Now, he is an incredible player, but situation matters. Brady doesn't do so well without Bill Belichick and that defense. Like, there is some luck that is factored into these players' careers. It's like, imagine Rodgers was paired up with Belichick in that defense. Who knows the success that they could have had, right?